Well, I've bought a business for $3,000. I've bought a business for $8,000, and I've bought many, many, many businesses for $0. And I'm not saying this in a way that's clickbaity. Will you go out right now, talk to somebody tomorrow, and be able to buy a business for $0? Like, you're going to need to do a little work.
Just on the structuring of the deal, right?
Just on the structuring of the deal.
So they get paid on performance.
Exactly. Or they get paid on what's called seller financing. So these, you can go, and most small businesses below $10 million in revenue, 60% of them sell with some component of seller financing, which just means if, let's say, somebody manages your property here. Let's say that property manager makes $100K a year profit. They want to sell their business. You're a terrible tenant. They can't handle it anymore. And they sell that business. They want to sell that business typically for 2 to 5x profit. That's what these small businesses go for. And typically there aren't enough buyers. Like, there's not a bunch of people running around trying to buy property management companies. So what do they do instead? Well, you would come to them and say, all right, I'll buy out your property management company, but you're going to be my loan. I'm going to pay you a % interest rate. Plus, I'm going to defer your tax burden, so you pay less in taxes. Nobody likes that. And I'm going to buy the business by giving you $300,000 with, over 5 years, right? So I'm going to keep a percentage of the profits, and I'm going to give the rest to you. And it's not really that complex. It's really what happened in real estate before we had Zillow and Redfin and all of these sites that made it super normalized to sell real estate.
As you said a second ago, the real key here is knowing the art of the possible as it relates to deals. The way you construct your deals so that you win.
Yeah, 100%.
Basically.
Well, and I think the truth of deal making that people forget about is that it is one of the very few things where it's never a zero-sum game.
Yeah.
So if I go to sell a stock, I hope that when I sold the stock, I sold at the right time and you bought at the wrong time, right? Like, that's what we hope. In buying and selling small businesses, that doesn't have to be the case. I could sell my property management company to you. You could pay me 3x profits. And I could say, but if the company increases revenue by X amount, which I think it will with these tweaks, and I kind of help you a little bit, how about you pay me $400,000 instead of $300,000? And you would go, great. If you hit those metrics, no problem. That'd be an awesome deal for me. So there's plenty of ways to make sure it's a win-win. But to your point, this is why people are poor, because nobody teaches us the language of deals. And if somebody taught us not how to negotiate our salary, that's fine, but how to negotiate for equity and ownership, the world would look a whole lot different. But that's not in the big picture's incentive. It's really good for the little guy, not so good for the big guy.